She was back in the hospital. I needn't come home yet, he said. He didn't think it was too bad. Then it got worse. Then it got better, we thought. There was an operation the doctors could do. They could remove a blood clot from her lungs. You don't need to come home, my father said. It's not so bad yet. And my mother from her hospital bed got on the phone and wheezily echoed him, don't come home. You're needed there. Then she paused, gathered her strength. I love you. I love all of you. Last year, after my mother died, my oldest son, 4 then, remarked, Grandma got extinct, like the dinosaurs. But rather than missing her less, he seems to miss her more. Or perhaps it is only the idea of Grandma he misses. More and more he asks me why his grandmother died, and what he is really asking is, why does anybody die? And his heart is heavy with a new fear, that I too will die and abandon him. And there is even a darker fear, one which he can't articulate yet, one which he doesn't want to articulate. He remembers his grandmother's struggles to breathe, and he knows something about that himself. He has been too many times to the far edge of an asthmatic attack, been rushed to the hospital in the night, injected with epinephrine. And during the milder attacks, I've walked him in the night, singing to him, gentling him into my shoulder, whispering to him the names of the stars, the few I know. And when I am quiet, he nudges me and says, show me the stars again, Daddy. Show me the stars. And I make up names for ones I don't know. We walk on through the night, gazing in wonder at the stars, the dogs next door going berserk through the other side of our rickety cedar fence. He usually asks his questions when we are driving in the car, just the two of us. I try not to avoid the subject, but then again I'm only too willing to hustle us off to a t-ball game or swimming or soccer practice. I cheer him on, whacking my palms together, trying to lose myself in the resounding clap of hands. But riding home, he returns to the question. And it is worse now, because it is twilight and the autumn is deepening, the days growing short. The tires hum on the road and the lights turn on in the houses. And as I drone on and on, trying to explain about life and death, the nature of time and passing, he looks at me, and I realize I sound more and more like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Now, with Georgetown Day and Green Acres failing to meet my standards, the remaining school was Sidwell Friends. Yes. The school is now famous for educating Chelsea Clinton and Malia and Sasha Obama. But when I enrolled, the school's reputation wasn't quite as glamorous. Sidwell was such a foreign environment. First, there was just so many white people. I mean, they were everywhere. And that wasn't normal. Now, my neighborhood and previous school were all black and Latino, with the exception of 2 white students in my grade, a boy and a girl. The boy's name was William, the girl's name was Wilhelmina. Seriously. I mean, as far as I knew, all white people had the same name. But at Sidwell, I met Patricks and Brownwinds and Julius and Felipes. My classroom experience was similarly inverted. At Sidwell, usually I was the only black student in the room, which resulted in me being deputized as some sort of assistant Professor X when anything black were to come into the curriculum. Reading Harriet Beecher Stowe, everybody looks at Baratunde. Watching Eyes Are on the Prize, everyone looks at Baratunde. Science class, learning about black lung, everyone looks at Baratunde. Man, it's as if everyone expected me to carry the knowledge of some sort of Negropedia filled with the answers to all things black for the edification of white classmates.